Yeah, guys, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, it was taking a while for me to come on for some reason. But anyway, you know what I'm going to do before I carry on? Apologise once again for being late. I know I was given the advice when I first started doing this, kicked all this off, that you don't have to keep apologising. It is your channel. You know, you set those times, you schedule these times to come on, but that's not always still possible to do it. You know, you may have other things that may crop up and you can't always get on time. But I feel, well, most of the time I am pretty late. Well, nearly every time. So I feel I have to apologise. You know, I do feel, you know, thanks to people that have stayed faithful to me and still kept going with this. You know, because some obviously, you know, I've also been told, well, maybe if you are late, you will lose subs. That's possible, and that's possibly what has happened. People have got fed up with me coming on late. And of course, I never meant that. I never mean to be late. But that's how things are in life, my life. I'm trying to juggle this as well as doing other things. So I'm afraid I do get on here later than I should be, than I say I will be, or whatever, you know. I mean, I'm not happy with that. I'm not satisfied with doing that. It does take the piss a little bit, I feel that I'm doing, but I know when I do get on though, I go through everything. I make sure I do get through all the info, tell people everything, you know. So I'm earning my way. I'm getting my content out there. Despite it being late, I'm still doing a very thorough job when I come on. And they say, well, you know, you put these times as a schedule, but you know, you just go by them as a measure, as a, I don't know, sort of a time you go by, but you can't always do. Yeah, so it's, you know I get on here late, and I am, but I shouldn't really keep apologising. I know, and I won't from now on. But anyway, let's get on with this. I've had enough of talking about that. Let's get on with the stream. And the only thing was, obviously this was delayed more. This was supposed to be on about 4 odd. But I found out obviously other things happening that, well, basically that Michael Kayode signed a new deal not so long ago. That it's happened, and signed an extension, which is a good move on our part, I think, to keep hold of that young man. I think he was amazing. I think he was great last season, probably season before too. As everyone knows, we got him on a permanent deal. I think hopefully this does tie him down. I mean, everyone says that these players, they sign new contracts, this and that. You think they're going to stay with the club, you know, they're faithful to the club and will not, you know, go when some other deal comes in and the big money, to a big club or this and that, they will stay. But do these contracts always mean a lot? Do they mean the paper they're written on? Do they really knock down these players? I hope it does. It seems like it will, but you never know. Still, if a massive offer comes in, will we be tempted still, despite this? I don't know. But I think it is a good move. It shows we really want to keep him, Kayode, for a lot longer. There's more to come from him, and I think when he's fully developed will be the right time to let him go for a lot more money, probably. I think we will start with that, actually. Obviously, there's about this other young player, only 19, Bassco Soyer, Peruvian at Vicente. We're talking about getting him on loan. They're sort of our what do you call them, our sister club or whatever you call them, Vicente. We're in partnership sort of with them. So, you know, it could be a good deal. It could happen. You know, we got a lot of ties with them, with Vicente, so that might happen. But I want to talk about obviously Michael Kayode first. Let's get on to that. Here we go. I'll just bring that up. Yep. So I'm just trying to chill out here. It's been a very hot day again, guys. It's been really, really hot. Yes, so there's Kayode signs new long-term Brentford contract. This is really good news for us. It is good news. I'm glad it's happened. I mean, obviously there were clubs looking at him, plenty of clubs looking to take him. I think Liverpool were one of those. So, you know, this is a good thing. It really is. Yeah. So Kayode signs new long-term Brentford contract. Michael Kayode signs new long-term contract at Brentford until the summer of 2032, with a club option of a further year, which is what we always seem to do. That extra year, you know, like we give to obviously Jensen recently and Rico Henry. We give them extra years, of course, in their contract. So when it comes down to it, we still hold a lot of the cards. We can ask for whatever we want for him. And that's kind of happened recently with Matthias Jensen. Because we extended that, we triggered that clause for the extra year. But now Panathinaikos want him also. So that we hold the cards there to see if he wants to go there. We can put, you know, set a fee, a big fee or whatever. We don't have to let him go for cheap. But it looks like that won't happen anyway because his wife don't want to go to Greece. So that probably won't be happening anyway. I mean, even though we did trigger that extra year, he decided he might not want to stay and want to go elsewhere to win something, win medals, win trophies. And anyway, you can't blame him. I'm not sure he will win a lot with us. I'm not saying he won't win anything because I still feel we're going to win something. But it's not going to be a hell of a lot. And he may have a better chance with Panathinaikos, you would say. But that don't seem to be happening anyway. So that further year, 21-year-old right back has made 56 appearances across all competitions for the Bees and was nominated for the Premier League Young Player of the Season award in 25-26. Bees head coach Keith Andrews, his development and evolution has been really, really impressive. Kayode was nominated for the Premier League Young Player of the Season award following an impressive 25-26 campaign. Has made 56 appearances across all competitions for the Bees since joining from Serie A side Fiorentina, initially on loan in January 2025. Brentford head coach Keith Andrews said Michael had an amazing season last year. He epitomised everything good that we do. His development and evolution has been really, really impressive. Michael's someone that we love working with every single day, who comes in with such an enthusiastic demeanour and it's a joy to be around and to coach. We're absolutely delighted that he wants to stay because we love having him here. And this new contract is absolutely deserved. Kayode started his youth career at Juventus, where he remained for 7 years until 2018. After leaving the Italian Giants, he played for Serie D side Gazzano, and during the 2021 season, the defender scored 2 goals and provided 2 assists in 34 matches as a 16-year-old, helping them gain promotion to Serie C. The now 21-year-old joined Fiorentina after that impressive campaign and was first integrated into their youth team. His Serie A debut came in a 4-1 away victory over Genoa in 2023, and by the end of the season he had become a regular in the first team. Kayode went on to play 49 times for Fiorentina, including in a run to the UEFA Conference League final in 2024, before moving to West London. During his first half season in TW8, the Italy under-21s international made 12 appearances, with his Brentford debut coming shortly after joining. As a substitute in the clash against Spurs at GTEC Community Stadium. Kayode started the final 6 games of the 24-25 campaign, and after the transfer was made permanent this summer, established himself as a regular throughout 25-26, playing a pivotal role as the Bees secured a 9th place finish. He missed just 1 Premier League match last term, leaving him 1 game shy of a half-century of appearances in the English top flight. The athletic fullback's first Brentford goal, an emphatic header against Wolves at the GTEC, came in March, while he also features a further 7 times across the FA Cup and Carabao Cup in 25-26. So that's great, that's brilliant, great to see. Going to read a few comments about him as well, what people are saying about the new deal. I'm really, really happy for this young man, and I'm glad he's still with us. He's going to stay with us. He's been very impressive. Yeah, Michael Kayode has signed a new contract at Brentford running until 2032. Somebody saying here that a massive signing, was so good last year, seems to love it with us and can grow into being one of the best in the game. He's already one of the best in the game. Curious to see how him and Palestra will evolve in the next few Premier League seasons. They'll be our future in the next 10 years as RWB finally replacing Polyphanos. But with Palestra, I don't know how that's happening unless we're going to get him as well. Palestra, because if he's staying with us, I don't know what they mean by that. Anyway, sensational news. This really can't be understated how massive this is. Idiots think he's only a non-throw, but he truly is a brilliant, well-rounded defender with a crazy ceiling. Exactly. Was easily a top 3 RB in the league last season. Tying him down long term, honestly, might be the news of the summer. Exactly, it is brilliant. Really, really great news for us. It really is. Who would you rank better than him last season? Timber was by far the best RB in the league, and I'd probably put Nunes as well. Yeah, I think they are both fair shouts for the top two slots. I expect Kayode to overtake Nunes in the next 12 to 24 months. I think he will come on leaps and bounds. He is a great profile of skills and physicality. I was sure this guy was going to end up playing for Arteta next season. Jova would have been licking his lips seeing those throw-ins. I was also thinking we would be in for him. There was some rumours. Great news for Brentford fans, though. Exactly. Throws are one thing, but having watched him, he still needs to be better all round to play in our team right now. Still young, and Brentford is a good place to be. Well, as I was saying, he does get out of position sometimes. That's one thing I could level at him, that he does get out of position some of the time, but he does work well to get back, and he's quick and he's physical, and he always tries to get back and rectify things. So there is that. We were linked with him before he went to Brentford, and I really wish we had signed him. He's class. So it looks like a Brighton supporter. Yes, Brighton. Yes, well, I'm afraid you can't get them all, Brighton, can you? Eh? Honestly shocked he hasn't been called up for Azuri based on what I read on here. He wasn't even starting for under 21s. We had Palestra ahead of him, but he deserved a call up. Yeah, that's what I mean. With how much praise an EPL player gets, you'd think it'd be in the squad. He wasn't even called up when Baldini took the kids. Oh, he's such a good player. Wanted us to get him before Brentford snapped him up. Big signing. Great deal for Brentford. He always looked talented since the moment he came to the Premier League. But last season he was so good. His head-seeking rocket throw-ins take away from all his other top-level talents, in my opinion. At least among fans, he's a brilliant defender as two engines, physically dominant in all kinds of duels, and most importantly, or at least most surprisingly, he's fantastic at beating his man with take-ons, and just doesn't give the ball away, even when inverting a crowded midfield. He's the ideal player for current PL on and off the ball, where every team presses and does man-to-man all the time. Is there a release clause? We was interested in him at Liverpool. No, there isn't. Sorry. No release clause. You can no longer get him at Liverpool. Goodbye. And look, Newcastle. Well, he was saying this, Newcastle fan. Who's it? Sir Boldrat. Oh, he's such a good player. Wanted us to get him before Brentford snapped him up. Big signing. But what have you done? You've nicked one of our lot that we were after. About Bazamana Toure. So, look, you did get one player we were after, didn't you, eh? But it's a shame, eh? You can't get Kayode. What a pity, eh? You can't get Kayode. What a shame. Sorry. That's what you get for nicking the player we were after. There's instant karma, isn't there? But anyway, some really good opinions there. Pretty much agree with all of those, most of those. He's quality, and I'm glad we signed him up for not 2 more years. How many years? Was it 26 now? Is it 5, I think? 2032. Yeah, 5 years. Yeah, 5 extra years. So yeah, that brilliant, absolutely superb. That is the best sort of, yeah, as I say, people are saying that it's one of the best deals already we sorted, and getting him on an extra contract, extended contract. That's amazing news. But anyway, let's move on to another player we're looking to bring in now. And I think this has been on the cards for a little while that, this may be happening. There's been talk for a while about this. Yeah. Brentford way loan for 19-year-old Bassco Soyer. Him there. That's Bassco Soyer. Brentford are considering a loan move for 19-year-old Peruvian winger Bassco Soyer via their Gil Vicente link. See, as I've already mentioned, with the player deciding between staying at Gil Vicente, joining Brentford on loan, or moving to the Middle East. FPL tip: rotate Brentford and Leeds defenders in. I won't read that out. Yeah, Brentford make a fresh bid for Burnley winger Jaden Anthony, as Keith Andrews seeks more forwards after a ninth place finish. Yeah, of course, already mentioned, right back, Michael Kayode signs with Brentford until 2032 plus option for extra year. 21-year-old, a young player nominee, has 56 Bs games. Key in 25-26 ninth place. And scored versus Wolves. Keith Andrews hails him. Callum Wilson weighs West Ham minutes after his deal expired, with Brentford keen to sign the 34-year-old. Hull and Coventry also linked as the striker considers a Premier League return. Yes, as I just said, Brentford consider a loan for 19-year-old winger Bassco Soyer via their Gil Vicente link. He is weighing 3 options: stay at Gil Vicente, join Brentford on loan, or move to the Middle East. Right, so Brentford loan option emerges for Peruvian wonder kid. 3-way decision looms. Brentford's interest in Bassco Soyer appears to have moved into a more defined stage. Reports on Peru now claim the Premier League club are one of 3 concrete options the youngster is considering ahead of the new season. We covered reports on Portugal last month that Brentford were looking at the 19-year-old as part of the strategic partnership established with Gil Vicente in 2025. At the time, the suggestion was that the Bees were assessing whether to bring the Peruvian into their development structure. Now, Peruvian journalist Gerson Cuba has provided further detail. He claims a loan move to Brentford is one of the scenarios currently on the table. Brentford loan under consideration, according to Gerson Cuba. Bassco Soyer's future has not yet been decided. This is despite the winger already taking part in pre-season with Gil Vicente's first team squad. The journalist explains there are currently three realistic possibilities for the youngster. The first is remaining at Gil Vicente and attempting to convince the club's new manager that he deserves a place in the senior squad. This comes after spending last season with the under-23s. The second is a loan switch to Brentford, with the Premier League side continuing to monitor his development through the relationship between the two clubs. The third option would see Soyer move to an unnamed club in the Middle East. This alternative is also being considered by those around the player. Cuba adds that a decision is expected over the coming weeks. First team opportunity or another step. Bassco Soyer enjoyed an impressive first campaign in Portugal after joining Gil Vicente from Alianza Lima in 2025. Although he did not make a senior appearance, he stood out for the club's under-23 side, registering 12 goals and 1 assist in 33 matches. Those performances also helped him earn a senior Peru cap. He even marked that appearance with a goal. The fact he is now training with Gil Vicente's first team suggests the Portuguese club have not ruled out keeping him in their senior plans. Even so, Brentford continue to watch developments closely. The report also notes that Alianza Lima retained 35% of the player's economic rights. Therefore, any future transfer, whether to England, elsewhere in Portugal or the Middle East, would generate a financial return for the Peruvian club. For Brentford, the latest update offers greater clarity than previous reports. More than monitoring a promising youngster, the Bees are now said to be discussing a specific loan route. Soyer is expected to decide his next step before long. So, yeah, it looks like we're obviously trying to get him on loan, which is not a bad thing. We can assess him, see what he's like, if he is good enough, and then maybe offer him a deal, permanent deal, if he's good enough to, if he seems the right sort of player for us. But that's if he does decide to come. He may not, he may stay there, or he may go to the Middle East. But this seems right. This seems a good thing. It's what we initially done with Kayode, of course. He was initially on loan. And we saw what a great player he was, a fantastic talent. It could be the same with this guy as well, Guildford, with Bassco Soyer. It could be the same. We will see, of course. But obviously, that's if he decides to come. He's got those decisions to make. So, not exactly sure yet what's going to happen there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, any other. I was trying to see if there's any comments about it. Anyone sort of, giving their opinions on this? Yeah. Hold on, let's. do this one. It's sort of there is a few comments here. Well, that's in some sort of language, Peruvian or whatever, so I can't read that. Somebody saying, let's go. So obviously happy about it. The Peruvian João Felix, Brentford fans. Ooh. So, yeah, he had lots of promise, João Felix, and I think Chelsea thought he would be really good and proved not to be, though, didn't he? He wasn't that great in the end. So maybe not that good, maybe not a good thing. Potential. Yes, please. So I can play with him in FC 27. Do it. How about somebody that's going to be on the team this year? We need some reinforcements ASAP on the BSAP. I think it's a good signing. Personally, I hope Bassco and Donovan get plenty of chances during the pre-season. Yeah, so mainly most of them are happy with it. That's if it happens. Nothing actually, confirmed yet with it at all. We've got to wait and see with this one, I suppose. And it's what he sort of decides now, what he wants to do. But he could be a very good player. And if we do get him on loan and develop him and he looks great, I think we'll obviously keep him and try and, give him a permanent contract. This could be a really good signing, a good loan move. Obviously, the Kayode one is a great thing as well to get him, on extension. Extended contract. So they both seem good. We're going to have to wait on this one, though, Bassco Soyer. So there isn't much else I can say with that. It's going to be entirely down to him now. But obviously, it's going to happen in the next few days, apparently. It's going to happen. So we won't have too long to find out what he wants to do. And if he decides he wants to come here on loan, we're welcoming him into the team. But being on loan, you would think, hopefully, he's going to get a lot of games. If it happens, we've got to play him a bit. So he will be on. He will be coming on. Just 19. It could be a baptism of fire coming into the Premier at that age. But at the end of the day, it could be good for him and it could be good for us. So I'll be happy with this. I would be happy. The Kayode one, obviously, I'm really happy with that he's decided to stay longer, sign an extension, and that's great for us. That's great news for every Bees fan and everyone else. So that's good stuff, and I'm very happy with this. Didn't get anyone in the live chat, by the way, but I'm not too bothered. At least I managed to get on here with this in the end of this stream. That's what I wanted to do. Obviously, people are looking forward to the more of the World Cup coming up. The round of 32 still going on. Knockout stages. So I'll be watching them later as well myself. I think there's one very soon, actually. Is it one at about 6:30? Is that Egypt and Argentina, maybe, I think, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll just have a quick look and see. See what let's see what games there are coming up. Oh yeah, well it's Australia Egypt is actually 7:00. Sorry, yeah, it's Australia Egypt, not Argentina. Sorry, but Argentina are playing Cape Verde at 11:00. Yeah, the Australia Egypt one might be pretty good, so I'll watch that one. You've got Colombia versus Ghana tomorrow, and Canada versus Morocco, last 16. And Paraguay versus France, also last 16. And then, of course, Sunday, we all know what's happening Sunday. Well, we've got Brazil, Norway, last 16. I thought England were playing some. It must be Monday. Yeah, sorry, England, 1:00 in the morning. Monday morning, of course. Mexico versus England, the big one. And Portugal versus Spain, of course. That's not till 8:00. Yeah, some big games, especially the England one coming up. So, should be great. It'll be up to you, Steph. I hope you're good. Be up, Steve. Yeah, be up to you. My friend, yeah, I was going to be going soon, Steph. You're a little bit late, I'm afraid. But anyway, I'll carry on a little bit longer as you're in here. Some good games starting to happen now with round 16 being settled. Yeah. Yes, definitely. As I unfortunately missed Steph, I was talking mainly about Michael Kayode signing a new deal for us, which is really great news. Now till 2032. He stays with us till 2032, which is great news for the Bees. He's been amazing for us, of course. Glad we're keeping him. He's been fantastic. And also about this young man called Bassco Soyer, who's obviously at Vicente. And, we're trying to get him on loan. Only 19-year-old, just 19. Happening obviously because of the links between us and Vicente as sort of a sister neighbouring club. So that may happen as well. But the big news is obviously about Kayode. Incredible. Really, really happy that he's staying. Yeah, Kayode is a very good player. Exactly, he is, Steph. And that is amazing, fantastic news for us. Now nobody can poach him. No teams can go for him that they wanted him. Arsenal, Liverpool, whoever else were trying to get him. They can't now. And we've moved quickly to make sure it doesn't happen. Yeah, so I did miss Richie's one earlier. Anything much happened in that one, Steph? Any more updates on that? On if you're going to get anyone? And is it too many still? You're still going for and all that? So I don't know. Obviously, I missed it. What positions do you need to strengthen? Where you asked me that the other day, Steph. Well, obviously, as I've already mentioned, I still think we do need strength in defence. Still, we do need extra, especially a quality left back. Really, we do need a proper left back. Well, we do still maybe need a little bit more in midfield, although we're pretty well stacked there with good midfielders. Definitely attacking wise, though, the attack needs extra bite, which is why we're after this Jane Anthony and all that. Obviously, Zian Fleming maybe as well may happen. This Bassco Soyer. We are looking at a lot of players at the moment for attack. Callum Wilson, of course, another one. I missed Richie's stream too. I was out. Oh right. Oh sorry. Yeah, I'll have to catch up. I'll have to have a look at that stream, see what happened there. Always need to freshen up squads. Whichever team it is, 100%. Exactly. Yeah. We really are trying to bolster this squad because, especially attacking wise, we need to get that extra edge up front, that extra little bit that we lack at times, the finishing. Get that, players with that sort of predator finishing. And, that'd take us to that next level, which could be Europe. And I feel that's going to happen. I mean, we just have to wait a little bit. Obviously, next few days we're going to see what's going to happen here. If any of these deals do actually come through, as I say, Jane Nancy, Callum Wilson, I think those two will pretty much happen. I think I'm really, really positive with those. I think those are going to happen. I definitely do. Maybe, hopefully, Zian Fleming as well. That would be amazing if we can add him as well. Maybe this one for this Bassco Soyer, possibly. I just feel we're going to we need that extra bit to get us somewhere, get us into obviously Europe or win us a trophy at some stage. Will Bees finish above Spurs next season? Well, I don't know though this time, Steph. Well, they're buying up a load of players, aren't they? And they've actually got a decent manager there now. They might actually do well, and it might be possible they will finish above us. But the main thing is we can still get into Europe, which is what we want to do, obviously. I mean, if they do get up there, I'll be a bit surprised, but you never know. You never know now. They're adding more to that team, and lots of Tonali and Fernandez coming in. So people have got to watch out for them, I suppose. They don't want to end up. They obviously don't want to end up being down near the bottom again, do they? In relegation problems. So that's why they're buying. That's what they're trying to guard against, obviously. So yeah, it's possible they will finish above us, but who cares? They still won't win anything. So what does it matter, What do you think would happen with them next season, Steph? Do you think they'll finish above you? Or do you think you'll get above them again in the European spot or whatever? It's important both Brentford and United get off to to a fast start. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Although I do say, really, it's how you finish. It's not how you start. It's a marathon, not a race. So as long as you finish pretty well as well. So yeah. But I want us to start better than we did last season because that was a terrible start, losing against Forest. We all know that it was dreadful. Didn't start the game well. We were poor in that first game and deserved to lose. So I hope we do better this year. And we got Spurs, of course, in the first game. So I like to beat them because I don't think we've beaten them much in this Premier. Whenever we played them, and at times we've been better than them, and we still lost to them. So it's about time we did beat that lot. It really is. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully we're going to win. We'll win it and start really well. I think Spurs will struggle to get European place regardless of their new signings, but one game a week helps massively. Yeah, it sure does. It definitely does. But so, do you think you're going to do well in Europe this time, Steph? Where do you think you can get to the final again, maybe, or just obviously get as far as you can get, maybe quarters or something? Do you think you can actually win a trophy this season? Because we're actually not far away now, are we, from the new season? So it's only next month. So it's coming around very quickly now, isn't it? We need a proper number 6, otherwise it's going to be a struggle. Yeah, probably. And you're having trouble getting players, though, aren't you? That's the thing at the moment. United having real trouble getting players in. So you've certainly got plenty of targets that you're after, but you can't hit any of them yet at the moment. So, but I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will get some players eventually. And you are Man United, so whatever's happened, you're still a big club, really. So, I'm sure you can entice players in still with with some money or whatever. Pardon me. Injuries also a factor. Luke Shaw won't stay fit all season, like last year. That's for sure. Yeah. Well, he's well. I mean, he has been on that diet, the seafood diet. He sees food and eats it, but that's him, isn't it? Unfortunately. So what do you expect with him, Steph? To be honest, but yeah, yeah. Injuries are a problem for certain players. We all know that. So yeah, I know at times when we had players out, important players, key players were out injured. So yeah, and when you haven't got a massive squad, strength in depth on the bench, it affects you more. Sure is related to Pac-Man, yeah. Yeah, for sure. He likes to gobble up a lot of stuff, doesn't he? But yeah, I mean, you're quite lucky. You've got a big squad, strength in depth, really. Some of us, our teams that are a bit smaller, don't haven't bought as much talent to go on the bench. Even it's tougher, and that's why we're trying to bolster our squad this time. Get it as big as we can, get some extra attacking players in and stuff like that. So we're actually trying to get the backup we need, and get ready for this new season. We don't want to be caught short of any players, in certain positions. So we need major backup, major strength in depth, and that's what we're trying to do now. So, who would you take from United if you could pick one player? Well, get Bramo back. No. Well, maybe. Well, if we really want an upgrade, though, an upgrade with what we got, I suppose I would say Fernandes. He is a major upgrade to anything we've got here. So yeah, I would say probably Fernandes. Although I suppose some of your defenders as well would really strengthen our defence. Trying to think who your top defenders are there. Not Ugarte, I wouldn't say. Trying to think who your other defenders are now. Who's that black guy that come in that was really good? Trying to think now. But yeah, I definitely Fernandes for a start. That's for sure. Dorgu, yeah, Dorgu. That's one I was thinking of, Dorgu. And Heaven would suit you really well. Yeah, definitely Dorgu we'd probably have. Is he left back, Dorgu? I think he's left back, isn't he? And I think we need a proper left back. We really do. Rico Henry's out a lot of the time, so really could do with someone like him. Anyway, I'm going to have to bounce, guys. Steph, I'm going to have to bounce as well. So, because the power's nearly going on this, so I better go. And please follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and obviously Discord, Steve the B. Also subscribe to this channel, Mr. B Football Chat. Please keep smashing those likes and keep subbing, guys. If it's much appreciated. If you're new, I need to get those subs going up again. Stuck on 237. Please start subbing again, please. It'd be much appreciated. No worries, Steve. Thanks for chatting longer. No worries. It's fine, Steph. Shame you couldn't have got here earlier. But anyway, it don't matter. Hopefully you'll can watch it on playback or whatever. And I'll probably see you later, probably on Richie's one or something, on another watch along or whatever. So you take care. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself. And thanks to everyone else that's been watching live on playback. I'm going to get myself out of here before this laptop dies and whatever. So you want to get on and watch the rest of the World Cup, of course, as well. So For now, guys, I'm going to bounce. There'll be plenty more of this content to come. More transfer streams, of course. But obviously, with all that, maybe a watch along or something. I might still do reaction to the England game, but I don't know. Possibly. See you later, buddy. Yeah, see you later, Steph. You take care, my friend. Yeah, I'm bouncing anyway, guys. See you later, guys. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye. Bye.